Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? How's it going, Brian? See if we can't make our way up to Mythic tonight. Give it a nice long stream as long as things are going well. I heard you won, so congrats. I got fucking third again in an RCQ. That's my curse right now is to get third or fourth place in every RCQ I play. Every single one. I know. Chops and I were both top four, and then we both lost our semifinals matches. Sounds great. Let's do it. Yeah, Matt said that they were pretty rough games for Pete. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty good. Turn 3, 4, and 5 Impending Overlord. That's not bad. I don't know what that does. 10th District Hero. Collect evidence to... Oh, okay. I think I'm just supposed to Obliterating Bolt it. Don't really want to give them the option to kill my Wildfire Worker Folk by blocking. Why's my audio sound so weird? My headphones. Almost have Delirium. We could potentially hit it off the Senate Scout. Or we just draw land, I guess. Alright, well, let's play this in attack. We have creature, sorcery, instant. Well, that gives us Delirium for next turn if they block, so that's like not the worst thing in the world for us. So that's good.
Yeah? Does it taste right?
Yeah, it's strong, but it's good.
I could put some more Sprite in.
Nah, I think good. So, I think we're bolting this. The question is, are we going to play Patch Pile Recruit also? I think the answer is yes. I don't think we're Violent Urging now, though. Our Violent Urge is like guaranteed 8 right now, but I think it's better to save it as like an actual combat trick or see what we can do. Yeah, what you got? What's your question for the bounce? Beza's really bad for us. I need to find some cards here. Take Patchwork, play Patchwork. No attacks. We need to find a way through this 4-4. I do. I think it is incorrect to leave Hopeless Nightmares in against the like I take them out against green black and I take them out against the green white tokens deck. I don't think it's very good in those matchups. And you cannot afford to let yourself get smoked by a free 4-4. You're pretty good at just playing the mid-range deck in those matchups anyway. Or like the bigger mid-range deck. Like Hopeless Nightmare is more of a liability in those matchups. That will happen. God, we mill over double breakout. Get into this thing. Ah! Beats. Go, go, patchwork bestie. We need it. We need a win. Oof. I think that one's gonna do us in here. They're supposed to just cash in for the 10 here. Oh, really? That'd be nice. Get a decent sized RCQ for there. Oh, yeah, so it might actually be a pretty good size one then. Breakout. I can kill the Eternal Wanderer. Instant land critter. Okay. Take the Keen-Eyed Curator. I guess I don't need to beef it up now. I can hit them for 7, but I think it's better to kill this thing now. Pass. We get Wildfire Worker Folk back. See if we can push through. Hey, there you go. You can find the fun stuff to play. Unfortunately, they get to thank you. They get to just cast Virtue of Loyalty here, which sucks. These. I'll attack for 7. I'll win over removal spell. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. They drew get lost off the top. A little rough for us. We want to put the counter on the Keen-Eyed Curator, I think. Is Fear good? Fear's a redraw. It costs us 2 mana. I think Fear is good. Breakout would be better, but I think that Fear is fine. No way they attack with their Restless Fortress. What is going on? They draw another removal spell? I think we have to block both so we don't die next. They did draw another removal spell. That's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, nothing we can do here. So they're on the black-white Planeswalker control. Definitely with the Lithomantic Barrages. Torches are pretty bad. I think I want the pump to try to burn them out. Obliterating bolt I don't like. Need the haywires. Probably the paw patch formations. So we can get with that combination of cards. I would love to play first. Sand's fine. We've got double fear. Fear's great.
Look at Little's beard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, they're doing a charity stream.
Copper line. Do you think I want to start on the fear, discard the forest? Pop patch is good. Gives us a chance to kill a rest in peace if they have one. Here, I think we're just getting wildfire. One of these two is dying here, almost assuredly here. It was really close to delirium. Yeah, getting a little delirious over here. Doing pretty good, Cerebral. How are you doing? We got to die in the top 4 of a RCQ again today, so everything's about par for the course. Pop hatch. See if we can't get ourselves into Mythic tonight if we get a little bit on the lucky side. I would like to 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 barrage your Beza. Then we will bring the beats and pain. I think we can make it there tonight. I'm pretty down for a nice long stream today. Alright. We're not beating a Wrath anyway, so let's just go for it. Barrage is good. Barrage is really good in this matchup. Like any of these matchups where they bring in Bezas, 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 Barrage is just nuts good. Second Beza, man. Alright, what do I want to do here? Don't really want to lose our land to this. We only have one Barrage left in our deck. I think we're supposed to case, draw 2. Violent Urge, you say? As long as they don't answer our case, we're in a decent spot. But I mean, I don't think we just sit. Because if they just cast their Virtue, their White Virtue, we're in a really bad spot with all of the permanents I had in play. It's like a nightmare matchup for what we're trying to do. Okay, Overlord. No get lost, please. Hold. We're going to draw cards. Alright. Let's do it. Wildfire Worker Folk, fire up the Restless Ridgeline and beat down. Did I anoint with Affliction? Because that's something that doesn't answer this, but is a 2-mana removal spell they'd be playing, I'm sure. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night and hope you're enjoying the stream. That's nuts they didn't get lost my case. They just let me draw 3 cards. So you did 2? Seems aggressive. We discard our Scout on our upkeep, which I don't care about. You draw 3 more cards, see what we find. Another Overlord. It's annoying. Found a Breakout. That's good. Fear is good. Let's break out, see what we find. Found another Trample-y. I like Trample. Trample Creator. We're just animating this thing and re-attacking, I think. We're going to try to put a counter on the Wildfire Worker Folk. Not only does it have Trample, but this gets it out of range of Elspeth Smite if they have an Elspeth Smite. Alright. The fight talent isn't terrible. The problem is I don't want to play a bunch of... Like, they were also... Some people are playing the Delirium fight spell. I do like Hunter's Talent. Hunter's Talent I would play over that, but I don't want to play like actual fight things. I'd honestly want to be really low on removal. I think we're playing like bare minimum removal as it is. We just want to be as aggressive as humanly possible. But I do think the fight, like if I was to play one of those like 2-mana things that aren't like Obliterating Bolt, that would be what I would want. I think. Also, it's an enchantment, so if you mill over it, it gives you good chance to get Delirium, which is nice. Just another like random permanent type. Sand is mediocre, but we're gonna keep it. We're going to play a little bit of this, and then I've got a Jund version of this that we're going to try out tonight, too, that plays Go for the Throat. Authority of the Councils. Rude. Another Fear. Let's get that business in here. I think we do need to kill this Authority of the Councils, unfortunately. We do have Delirium now. Don't think we attack. We attack next turn after player Wildfire Worker Folk. They don't have the ability to draw a card here, which is good for us. Second Preacher is a little annoying. I think we're just going for our big lump of damage here. We could hit them for an absurd amount of damage here, regardless of what they do. And they're forced to block with this Preacher again. Way to put him to 2 and then pass. I think we take the put them to 2 line here. Turn to straight. Oh, they're playing Enduring Innocence. Interesting. Another Violent Urge, you say? Attack. I'm gonna give my creature the Urge. The Violent Urge. Yeah, it was just absolutely brutal. The last attack was sick. I like this deck a lot. It's real fun. Violent Urge is it's pretty darn strong Magic card when you have Delirium. It turns out. Let's keep chunking our way up the ladder. Rusty's Pikachu. Hand is great. Let's go. Hopeless Nightmare. Oh no. So we got a either Esper or blue-black bounce deck. It's like probably just blue-black. Fear of Isolation back that. Makes sense. I think we want to break out next turn. I think this turn we want to send it Scout and Rumblebelt Maverick. I think is what we want to do. That gives us Delirium now. Do I want a Keen-Eyed Curator? Is it better than a random draw? I don't think it is. We're minimum losing 1 card this turn to Hopeless Nightmare, so hopefully they can't take... I mean, if the worst case scenario would be they have 3 Hopeless Nightmares in hand, they can take our entire hand. But even if they take 2 cards, it's not that big of a deal. We just want to be able to cast Breakout next turn. That's a good one. We're just casting this now. Having this in play is huge. I don't want to lose this to a potential discard card next turn. Stack for 3. I'm okay with trading that with the Fear of Isolation. Definitely okay with hitting him for 3. Opponent, why? Why are you leaving the game? Right here, want the Baloths. Just in case they do leave in there. Hopeless Nightmares. Other than that, Torches are good. Obliterating Bolts are pretty bad. I probably want the Barrages instead. Let's do that. Don't need much removal. I like that. Meveralt Mavericks are kind of weak. I don't think I want the Forges. No, I do. I do want the Forges. Forges are another awkward permanent for them to deal with. We don't have a good one drop, but this hand's very good otherwise. So we will keep. Oh, so they are playing Esper. Good to know. Right on time. Draw that barrage to get rid of their silly little optimistic scavenger. Go, go, Wildfire Worker Folk. Beat them down. So they're definitely playing a nowhere to run this turn. So I think I just attack for 3 and then play a Fear of Missing Out. I'm ditching Inti. Remove opponent. Oh, Entity Tracker. So they're on a little bit bigger version. Interesting. I don't see a whole lot of Entity Trackers anymore. Somebody's supposed to take the Wildfire. Will not be blocking. Breakout. That was a sad breakout. Oh, attacks. Go ahead. Animate Restless Anchorage and attack. Wow. Their hand must be bad for that to be their best line. We have Creature, Sorcery, Artifact. We're so close to Delirium. Alright, what's dying? Fear. That gives us Delirium. That gives us Enchantment. So, like, Wildfire Worker Folk this turn plus Violent. Oh, they get to pick up the thing. Well, they can't kill our Fear. Wildfire Worker Folk. I would like to move to combat. This is going to die. So I suppose we're going to tap here. Not inherently having trample is a problem. Really hoping this jumps in front of Patch Paw or Paw Patch. I mean, I'm fine with this. Okay, so the Nowhere to Run is going to kill our Wildfire Worker Folk. They targeted my Fear of Missing Out? 6-12. Fuck, I'm 1 point off lethal. 6, 12, 13, 14. I can put him to 1? Oh, that's so close. I guess, no, actually, so 4, 5, 6. If I put the counter here... Oh, I can't put the counter there because they targeted that with a Nowhere to Run. I'm going to have to put the counter here. Man, I'm just 1 point off. There's nothing I can do about it. Unless they royally mess up. Damn. That was close. Yeah, there's nothing we can do there. Like, we're dead anyway. Now that we know they're playing Entity Tracker, does that change what we want to do? Probably don't want the monstrous ranges. I'm going to keep the Violent Outbursts in. Or Violent Urge, I mean. Probably Torches. Let's try that. Because even if... So if we would have Violent Urged our FOMO, like, do we then just trade Violent Urge and FOMO for the 2-2 and don't get any push in? I mean, I don't think we're winning that spot regardless. Sounds fine. Hopefully, they don't have one of their 2 rest in pieces this game. Actually, we just discard Violent Urge. It's not very good right now. We couldn't put a counter on FOMO because they targeted the FOMO with the nowhere to run. If we could have, that would have been the right line, but we could not, unfortunately. Sure. Okay, it's a talent. Ren Realmbreaker. Play double block. We just kill the fear. Even if they single block, we just kill the fear. Get our trample damage in. Rip. Yeah, win the hard way. NT. Breakout. I know. We gotta win without all the fun stuff. Beats. Try to make it as unappealing as it can be for them to kill any of our creatures. That sucks. Alright, you're at 6. Lithomantic Barrage is not a bad pickup. Ren. We will not be discarding our Lithomantic Barrage. I guess we could to put a counter here. Makes all three of our threats, or like any two threats lethal. Right now they could bounce, kill. Nah, we're supposed to sit. I think Lithomantic Barrage could prove to be what we need to push that last few points in. Yep. Then kill our land, I would assume. Alright, opponent must not have had anything left. Alright. Got him. Plat one, baby, let's go. Sometimes the green-red idiots get there. Even through the rip. Didn't even matter. Who needs a graveyard? Turn one beastie, just like we like it. Meticulous Archive. Okay, so it's the Helping Hand deck. We don't need case. We already have a case in hand. Case gonna discard this Torch the Tower. Right now we have land enchantment. They didn't hit anything they can pick up. Or, any, I mean, they hit cards they can pick up. They didn't hit any reanimates, like good creatures or anything. Sick. We get Delirium here. Probably want FOMO into play over the case. Because FOMO is a more annoying threat for them to deal with. Attack for 6. Because now they have to Soul Partition our Fear, I think. Okay, so they're probably putting an Oculus into play this turn. Hopefully they don't have... Like, worst case scenario would be Helping Hands plus Soul Partition this turn, which looks like it's probably what's going to happen. We'll just cast Oculus. It's also not great. Violent Outburst? Or Violent Urge, I mean. Violent Urge off the top. It's not a Violent Urge. Redraw. Neither of those are good either. Breakout's fine. Fortunately, I think this Oculus is going to be the death of us. The second Oculus is almost definitely going to be the death of us. Decline. Breakout. Good, how you doing, Chops? Attack with those. Untap. Oh, you fucking game! I want to untap the Wildfire Wickerfolk. I clicked just slightly too far to the right. They got me. I could kill it anyway, but... Brian won the one in Carney, actually. There was 8 people. 8 people for the RCQ game on. Yeah, Brian won. Yep. Brian won the RCQ in Carney. I mean, we're not in like a great spot here, but I mean, oh, they're playing. Oh, they're probably just playing the extra surveil land. They got soul partition, so they can only cast one spell. We get to draw 3 though, which is pretty huge. I don't think they're playing Omni. I think they're just playing the normal like little critter deck. That's a pretty good one. Inti. Attack with these. I mean, the problem is there's nothing we can really do to actually win the game unless opponent makes a big mistake. Fear, I want to untap the Keen-Eyed Curator. Inti will put the counter on Patchwork Beastie. And then we just need them to make a massive error. I think there's a different deck like this that does that. This one just reanimates Oculus, I think. Like Oculus and Huatli Jins. Please cast your Soul Partition. Please, please, just Soul Partition my Keen-Eyed Curator. Right now. Unfortunately, opponent is disciplined and did not make an error. If we would have had an untapped land here, we might have been able to do it. But yep. Alright, game 2. Definitely want the Lithomantic Barrages. Torches are terrible. Obliterating Bolts are really bad. Card's fine, but it's not good. I think that's just kind of where we have to be. Pop Hatch Formation's pretty decent because it can kill the Flyers. Take out the Rubble Bound Mavericks. Upside is we lose this game. It is our buffer match, since we did just make it into Plat 1. So if we lose this game, it doesn't hurt us really. Sounds fine. Like, Keen-Eyed Curator is really good in this matchup. People in their authority of the councils. Just completely uncalled for. think I just cast this and discard the other fear. It's kind of rude. Opponent's on mono removal spells, I guess. Let's go ahead and Paw Patch Recruiter. Jin. I was taking a long, hard thought about this one. Hey, Desert, how's it going tonight? We're gonna try to kill the Jin. So far, going well. We've won all our games so far today. Or 2 or 3 games we played. I think it was 2 games. I think we're 2-0 so far. This deck's been performing very well for us. Not